What's up? It's me, and I'm back with Reverse Reviews Episode 3. Today, we're just gonna be rapid firing off a bunch of games. Sorry for the background game footage, whatever you want to call it, of Fortnite. It's the only footage I had lying around. Didn't have any other recorded things on my PlayStation besides some saved clips of Madden plays that were just stupid. But I'm gonna be reviewing a couple games today. I'm just gonna start it off. The first couple are gonna be Star Wars themed. So I'm gonna start with Star Wars Battlefront 2, non-EA edition, the one for the PlayStation 2. It's a beautiful game. 10 out of 10. Crap. Spoiler alert. Some of these games might not have been recommended to me. This one kind of was. Friend brought it over my house when I had a PS2 and we played it. 10, 10, would I recommend it? 10. If you like shooters, if you like Star Wars, if you're just a fan of games, 10. 3 tens across the board. Star Wars Battlefront 2, the PS2 classic one back in 2005. Why I love this game, it's just so great. There's so many different maps you can play on. Oh, in the Galactic Conquest mode, it's just so fun. It's a great time. If you go into it thinking that you're not gonna like it, you're not gonna like it. That's just how it is. So that's that. Next game, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 1, was not recommended to me, so not gonna have a review on that one. I actually bought it for my phone a couple years ago, but like I never had the storage space or like something it wouldn't download, and I was looking through my phone sometime last year, and I found it on my purchase list and I downloaded it and I played it. It was just a great time. The story was 10 out of 10. There was just one part in the Sith Temple where I couldn't get past the bounty hunter guy. I had to do that a couple times. But the game's really easy to exploit. If there's a hard part, you can just kind of save when you get far in the fight and then keep fighting, and then the second you deal damage or get farther in the fight, you just save so that even if you die, you can keep going and trying, throwing grenades here, doing this, doing that, special move here, which special move to use, stuff like that. I'm gonna do a full review of Knights of the Old Republic 2 whenever I finish it, because that's a really good game too. I'm not too far along. Next game we're gonna review is Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Don't like it. The game gets a 5. The review of the game, the recommendation review, gets a 0 because I hate it. And the would I recommend it, 10, because everyone seems to love it. So it's a really weird rating I have there. We're gonna go with a 5, 0, 10, but that's just how it is. Black Ops 3, a little bit better. I love the multiplayer campaign. That is so cool. So game is gonna get a 6.5. Recommendation is gonna get a 8, and would I recommend it, another 10. So you got another weird one here. We got a 6.5, 8, 10. That's just that. Then we're gonna head on to Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. 10 out of 10. Great game. Multiplayer, it was alright. Story mode, I had a great story, but it was okay. They tried a little wonky stuff with the way you get new guns and the guy who gives you your loadouts. I don't know. It was fun. But the zombies, hands down, the best zombies ever made. Right? Ever made. So, boom, pow, bang. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Rating, 10. Recommendation, 10. Would I recommend it? 5. Because a lot of people don't seem to like it, so I wouldn't really recommend it. It's more of a, I really like it. I'm gonna try to get my friends to play it, but I'm not gonna go around saying, yeah, play this game, because people are gonna think I'm dumb, even though I'm not. Next game, Black Ops 4, 000. I don't even want to talk about that. God, such a disappointment. I don't know why I bought that game. Next game we're gonna review is, let's just get an easy one out of the way. Minecraft 10-10-10. Alright, it's not that hard to hit with that. Endless fun, endless everything, right? Next up, why not? We're gonna go with Fortnite, and I think this game does get a lot of hate that's undeserving. It genuinely is like a fun time. Like, you can hop in and you can enjoy the game, right? It's not. And I've tried to, like, sometimes I'll be sitting here and I'll be like, yeah, I'm bored, I'm gonna hop on Fortnite, right? And then I remember I got my friend to play one time. Well, I didn't. It was a group of us, so we got him to play, and he was playing on his computer. And it's just like, you just messed around. You kind of like, they kind of mess around. Because they know the joke, haha, Fortnite bad. And so they're just playing the game ironically. And it's like, well, dude, if you didn't play the game ironically, then maybe it would be more fun, you know? Now, I'm not saying Fortnite's good, alright? It's way overhyped. It's just that it is a fun time. So, for my rating of the game, I'm gonna have to give it a 7. I'm gonna give it a 7. Recommendation, I'm gonna actually have to give it a 10 there. Because, for what it's worth, I had a great time with this game while it was popular. Had some great times with friends. Spent more money on it than I would like to admit. I'm never gonna get that money back. Anyway. Oh, would I recommend it? 0. If you play this game, you're gonna get made fun of. It's just how it is. Even if it's a good game, you're just gonna get made fun of. So, sorry, it's late for me, like it always is when I make these. So, would I recommend it to you? No, not a zilch 0. That's that. Next game on the list is Madden 20. The game, I don't know why I bought it. I thought it was gonna be better than Madden 19. I don't play Ultimate Team, so I don't know why I even bother. That's the only, like, I played a little bit, right? Like, I'll hop on and I'll do a challenge here and there when I'm bored. But I'm more of a franchise guy, and I really, really want a great franchise mode in the next Madden, even though I know it's not coming, right? Oh my god. I'm yawning everywhere today. Anyway, I don't know what I can say about Madden that hasn't been said before. It's the same game over and over every year. Slight graphical improvements. Maybe they'll take out a mode and then put it in a few years later down the line and claim it's this epic thing. Purple. Or they'll advertise this super cool thing and it only be in the game for like 2 seconds. QB1 college mode. Yeah, if you don't know anything about Madden, this part's probably boring, so I'm gonna get it over with. Madden 20, 0, because I'm gonna give 17 a 7. But Madden 20 gets a 0. Recommendation review. I can't really count Madden 20 to get a recommendation, because the first Madden that was, the first Madden that was really recommended to me in any way, shape, or form will be 16, but I guess you can count the recommendation as a series. So I'm going to give it a 10. because it is just a fun time if you play with a friend. Or you can get a good franchise mode going, but yeah. So we're gonna give it a 0, 10, 0, because I'm not gonna recommend Madden 20 to you. I'm not gonna recommend Madden to you until it gets better. I'm not gonna want anyone to get into Madden until they fix it. So that was probably the opposite of a hot take. Next game on our game mega review today, we are gonna go with Rocket League. I'm just spitballing these off the top of my head, guys, so don't get too mad if I skip over a game you really want to hear my thoughts on. Just leave a comment. You'll probably be one of 3 comments. That's my approximation for this video. And that's a high. Like, I'm probably not going to get 3 comments. But if I skip over a game that you want me to do a full video on, like, just put a comment. I'm going to see it 100%. And, yeah. So anyway, Rocket League, I'm going to give it a 10. It's just a great game. It's just fun. I don't like how they hop in the Fortnite train and they did like the rocket pass and this, that, and the other. But on the plus side, I like how they hopped on the Fortnite train, made it cross-platform. I haven't played Rocket League with any of my friends on PS4 in ages, but I used to a lot. But now, sometimes, I play with my friend who has it on the PC and not his PlayStation. So, I do like that. I'm giving the game a 10. Recommendation, 10. What I recommend it to you, 8. Because it is getting a little old. I don't know. Server, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I just give it 8. Don't worry about it. Next game. We are gonna go with... I don't really know what game I'm gonna go. Oh. Next up, we are gonna review freaking Roblox. Yep. Roblox, I used to play this game a lot when I was younger. When I was in like, I think it was 3rd grade, I used to like No Life Roblox, right? Listen, I was in this Star Wars like community, and I remember I kept trying to push this narrative that I was gonna be a clone trooper, and then like I was gonna get a Jedi dude to pick me up and be like, oh, he's powerful in the Force, right? So I joined like the clone trooper organization they had, and then afterwards, and then I joined like the Jedi apprentice group, and it was fun. I'm not gonna lie, Roblox can be fun, but they messed it up. Roblox is super dumb now. Probably never gonna play it again. I'm not saying just because like it's boring now. No, I've had unironic fun on Roblox before in recent years, but it's just they messed it up, man. Roblox is so stupid now. So past Roblox, 10, 10, 10. Current Roblox, 5.5, 10, because it would kind of be me recommending it to myself, so give me some props there. Would I recommend it to you? 0. So it's going to get a 5.5, 10, 0. Next up on the old game list that we're doing, I'm just going to do one more game. I don't have time for 2 more, actually. And I know which 2 they're going to be. First up, Mortal Kombat X. What can I say? I just love it. It's great. It's fast-paced. It's easy on beginners, but there's also some fancy stuff you can do if you play fancy, if you get real serious into it. Yeah, there's not much more to say about it. 10, 10, 10 for Mortal Kombat X. Mortal Kombat 11, man, it just took everything I loved about Mortal Kombat X. It dangled it on a little fishing rod in front of me, and then made me bite it, and that hook just sank deep into my mouth, man, and I just started bleeding and bleeding and bleeding. If you look back at my channel, I actually have a live stream of where I played through, I think it was the entire story. If it wasn't, it was almost the entire story. Anyway, I'm not saying to watch it, because personally myself, I wouldn't watch it. It's boring. I'm so boring. But if you do watch it, or even if you don't, if you can go back to it and like skip through, and if you just randomly click points and wait a few seconds, I guarantee at some point you'll hear me say, "Man, I just love this story." Because it's true, the story mode was dope, right? Whoever the writer was, 10 out of 10 story. But unfortunately, story is not a category here. So the story was 10 out of 10, writing 10 out of 10. Although they kind of advertised Dark Raiden's return being like this big, huge thing, and then he's in the story for like 2 seconds, and then he just kind of got Thanos snapped. But you know, it's just kind of how it is. Now, where was I going with this? Mortal Kombat. Oh yeah, the gameplay sucks. I'm not gonna lie to you. I hate it. It's like they took Mortal Kombat X and just made it one of those flea market ripoffs, right? I just hate it, man. It's so trash. Like, it's so slow, and it's just, I just hate it, man. Mortal Kombat X was so great. We're gonna give Mortal Kombat 11 a 1. And its 1 point comes from just the writing of the story mode. And it's gonna get a 5 for recommendation, because I don't know, it was kind of recommended to me. I went over and had like a beta release party with my friend, and so technically I played the game with him before I bought it, even though I was gonna. So if you're out there, whoever you are, you know who you are. I played Mortal Kombat X with beta with you. It's gonna get a 5 because the game sucked then. But 5 points for being an awesome dude. Would I recommend it to you? 0. So it's gonna get a 1, 5, 0. Mortal Kombat 11. That's gonna be it for me. This has been Reverse Reviews. A lot of video games, and I still don't have like a cool thing to end on. I don't really know. Peace out. Home slice. I'm a scat man. I'm a scat man.